I pay 200 a month for my 50K a month AI agent team here at Popsons. I'm going to show you today exactly what it does, how it works, and how can you just copy it to replicate it for your business. This is not a ChatGPT or a cloud subscription. This is a full AI agent team that takes care of my morning digest, my full YouTube content pipeline, meeting preparation, and email triage, all for me automatically. And I'm going to show you exactly how it works and how much it costs. Cool. So this is my first system. This is a morning digest workflow that runs every single morning. This, by the way, is leveraging OpenClaw, which you might have heard already. It's becoming quite popular, but it's a full AI agent um, server system that runs automatically, and you don't need to worry about its memory. You don't need to worry about its conversations. It can actually take action for you and work as an employee. So this is how my morning digest workflow runs every single morning. At 8 a.m., the workflow triggers only on weekdays, and it goes on my Google Calendar and fetches today's events and attendee information for those events. It does prospect research for those leads that I have meetings with today, so that I have more context, and then fetches from my CRM all of the open deals, all the open tasks and overdue unblocked tasks that I have and me and my team have as well. I'm going to show you an example in a moment. And it tags them by importance and things that I need to pay special attention to. Then it scans my Gmail for relevant emails. If there's anything that I need to pay important attention today, it will flag those out and it will just inform me of emails that aren't as actionable as the others. It will fetch from the X API all of my post metrics so that I know how my posts are performing. And it will fetch from Stripe all of my revenue information, MRR, so that I have full glance of the business every single morning. Not only that, it also connects to my ad platform, in this case to Meta, checks spend leads, and gets me all of my funnel analytics, which is really key for making decisions every single day. It processes all of this and creates a brief templated message that I get on Slack every single morning in a specific Slack channel called Morning Briefs. And this helps me plan my day accordingly. Here, I'm going to show you an example of how this looks. So this is one of the morning briefs I received. I get a summary of my revenue, pipeline updates of things I need to pay special attention to, calendar events that I have, and special like information about those events. Like, for example, this is a sales call, and it gives me context on what they do and what they need for the sales call. Gives me a pulse on each of the members of my team, what they're working on, if they have any issues, anything I need to step to give them some help, and highlights of my inbox that I need to pay special attention to, as well as post metrics and funnel metrics that are super important. Cool. So this is the first system that I built, and then the second one is something that changed the way I manage all of my content completely. This is a full YouTube content pipeline that it's heavily automated, so that it reduces as much friction as possible from me recording content as I can make it manageable. So basically, Chloe is how my AI agent is called. She researches and adds ideas to my backlog so that I have fresh ideas every week. And from those ideas, I would go through them. She knows, of course, context of my business and what I care to do content about, depending on what I want to show, things I'm working on, etc. And I will go ahead and select the topic that makes the most sense, that I feel I would like to prioritize. By the way, this is also fetching like context of news that are happening and things that are that might be trendy that I want to do content about. And then after I select the topic, Chloe will go ahead and give me some title options as well as thumbnail options to go with those titles. It's going to use Nano Banana Pro for generating those thumbnails that look really well. I'm going to show you in a second. And after After this, I would go in and check those title and thumbnails. I will decide which are the ones that we're going for. And then I will tag her and she would perform deep research on the topic. Before this was like a general research. This time we're going to perform like deeper research on anything that could be useful for the video. And it would also outline, create my hooks for me, and would leave everything ready to record in a specific status on ClickUp, which is what I use for my project management for my tasks. Then I would go ahead and record the video, upload them to Drive with a single drag and drop into my Drive folder from my computer, and take that link from Drive and post it on the comments of that task and tag Chloe again. She would start the post-production process. So she would transcribe the full video, create chapters for the videos, and also take any time I like my cut or things that would need to be edited out. She would do editor notes for my editor to take something much more digested. So then my editor would go ahead, does the video editing, and after they are done, the content gets moved into a repurpose column. Chloe goes ahead and takes the finished video and generates new tasks on the other boards for other content. So for expos, for newsletters, for blogs, for shorts, and after that process is done, I move it. She would move it to ready to publish, and that will publish on my set cadence. So next time that the publishing process triggers, we'll go ahead and publish that video. And also this part right here, you might be wondering, you know how like automated publishing hurts the reach a video might have. Well, Chloe actually points and clicks and does the same manual process that a human would do to manually post that video. So on YouTube's eyes, the video is getting posted manually. So that's really key for automating as much as possible while keeping all of those pros of everything that is better if it's manual. Cool. So I'm gonna show you here how this looks like in practice. So this is my video long form pipeline. As you can see, I just minimized here backlog just to not clutter with some things that are on the backlog. But I move a video into title and thumbnail. Chloe will go ahead and create some thumbnail options. I will select the one that I like the most together with the title. And then she would perform deep research, create an outline for me, and move it to ready to record. That's where I step in. I record the video, um, then save it, tag her in post-production, and she would go ahead and do the chapter process that I just described. Then it gets moved into editing, and my editor would take it from there and do all of the manual edits for then repurposing and stuff. And here you can see Chloe in action on the thumbnails. I just tag her like I need some thumbnails. She goes ahead and creates some thumbnail concepts, drops them here so that I can select the one I like the most. So this is super, super useful and time saving. So if you want this type of thing done for your business, this is what we do at PopSense. So if you want something like one of the systems built for you, where you just get everything managed and you would get the exact same system that we are using, just feel free to book a call with us. We can discuss about your goals and if it makes sense to build something like this and how we can go ahead and build it. Cool. So moving forward to the next system. This is a meeting prep pipeline. The meeting prep pipeline is also very useful. Basically, it will scan Google Calendar every 30 minutes so that it detects when I have a sales call coming up. She can identify a sales call by some title keywords or by the domain of the attendees of the call, and it would parse all of the calendar event description and extract who the person I'm meeting with is. The calendar event will already have some information that I have on my scheduling tool questions. So she would leverage all of that information that already exists on the calendar event. It will search on the CRM to pull all of the details that we have of the contact. It will search Fathom for past calls that I had with the contact, if I had any past calls, to get a summary of the call, key quotes, action items, questions that they had, things that are useful for me on this call that I'm about to get on right now. She would also do further research on LinkedIn, on X about the person, knowing more about the company, the headcount, any buying signal that could be useful, any hiring pain points that they're currently having, if they have open roles at the moment. And she would go ahead and synthesize all of this information into a prep meeting format that she would deliver to me 30 minutes before the call. Um, and I would get this on Slack. I'm going to show you how this looks like. This is an example meeting prep. This is some sample data that I left here, but this is pretty much how it looks like in practice. I get who I'm meeting with, booking answers they had, what they do and how their world looks like, the angle that it's important for me on the call, the play that I need to do, and some discovery questions that can be useful. Also, this is pretty useful. It just references from our case studies what is the most closest case study, so that I can also bring that to the conversation and just anchor our point with the examples. And after the call happens, she would go ahead and pull the Fathom transcript, summarize it, update the CRM. Basically, all of the CRM updates are done automatically. All of the calls that I have are in the CRM. All the emails, everything gets handled by Chloe. And a follow-up email gets drafted on my Gmail, ready to send for the person after the call. Cool. And our email triage system, this is also very useful. Anytime I receive an email, she would go ahead and read the email, classify it if it's urgent, if it needs a reply within 24 hours, or if it's just information that it's not very actionable right now. If it's something that's urgent, she would draft a reply and also ping me on Slack. It's not here that she would ping me on Slack, but that's important if it's something that I need to take action now. Um, Also, for anything that needs a reply within 24 hours, you would also go ahead and draft a reply without pinging me. And if it's a cold lead, it would route to the CRM. I would review and send all of those emails afterwards. So these are just some of the system that Chloe is supporting us with. So yeah, I hope this helps have a better picture on how OpenClaw can help your business. And yeah, if you have any question how this could apply, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll go ahead and respond it, and see you on the next video.